Okay, the next section here we're going to go through is titled franchises. And, well, for a quick definition, a franchise is a business that is owned by an individual who's not the owner of the big business or oftentimes a big corporation, but has rented, maybe is the right word, the right to use that business's name, to use that business's menu. If it's a restaurant, you use that business's product, I think would be the best word there. And has decided that they were going to start up their own business. So I have down here, a franchise is a way for an individual to operate a branch of a major company. It takes an initial payment and usually monthly payments like a rent to operate and profit from the franchise. I think we had seen that in McDonald's, you have to pay 8% of your gross, which your gross are your total sales. Your net is your profit. So you're not paying McDonald's on the money you make, but instead you're paying McDonald's on the just your total sales. So if you're not making a profit, right? If your overhead is so high and you're not getting enough customers that you're at the break-even point or you're above the break-even point, it doesn't matter to McDonald's or whatever corporation. We're going to use McDonald's for the example today, because they're still making their money on your sales. Again, not on your profit. That's a big difference. And all of these numbers probably vary by company. I don't want to say 8% is the number across the board. We just saw that it was 8% for McDonald's. And the owner of specific businesses pay the corporation to use their name. And name value is huge, right? Like, not only do you get the name when you're driving down the street, you see the golden arches, or you see whatever restaurant that maybe is a franchise. And if you like it, you know it's good, right? You say, hey, I love McDonald's. I'm going to go get myself a McDonald's breakfast because I know that this is going to be good because I know this company, right? On top of that, they give you the product. You buy, for example, McDonald's. You buy the exact meat that they use. You buy it from like a McDonald's storehouse. Hold on one second. Okay, so as I was saying, on top of them having you using their name, you also get to use their product. So they will sell you McDonald's hamburger meat, McDonald's French fries, but which, interestingly, if you ever look into it, there's a specific potato company that provides for all McDonald's French fries. There's a certain amount of time. There's a certain oil. I mean, all of these things that produce that taste. So, like, if you go into a McDonald's anywhere in our country or in the world, arguably, I'm not 100% on that one, you're going to get basically the same tasting fries, the same tasting burger, because you're getting the same ingredients from big McDonald's, from corporate McDonald's, okay? And of course, this applies to all of these restaurants across the board. If you're not doing restaurants, you're doing a hotel chain, you're going to have the same style room, right? You're going to have the same style lobby, pool area, whatever. Okay, but it's that uniformity. It's that idea that, like, I know what I'm going to get here. When I go to McDonald's, or I don't go to McDonald's, but when I go to In-N-Out, I know what I'm going to get. It's delicious. It's a hamburger that's delicious and fries that are fine. So this is the idea of a franchise, and I don't know if In and Out are franchises. Don't mark my words on that one. But yeah, this is what a franchise is, and we kind of talk about the advantages of being a franchise, right? We talk about how to become an owner. You're renting it. You're going to put it down, and then you're going to rent that brand. Um, Advantages would be the name appeal, right? If I had a burger place called Marina Burger, who would come? I don't know. I've never had a Marina Burger. Is it good? I don't know. But I know that In and Out right there is good. So maybe I'll just go to In and Out, right? So we have that advantage of name recognition. Um, some of the disadvantages are the startup costs. I mean, the book says $2 million to start a McDonald's franchise. That's a lot, and a lot of it is just that initial payment for the name, for the menu, for the access to their supply store where you can buy McDonald's food, and then you can prepare it using McDonald's ovens and McDonald's paper products, right? It's always all the same. Um, let's then, if we can, take a look at a list of the world's largest franchises. And you see right there at the top of the list is Mickey D's, right? McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, 7-Eleven, Domino's, Ace Hardware Store. Now that's a weird one, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, is it that much better to have the name Ace Hardware Store versus Marina Hardware Store? I don't know. But I guess if I was someone who used a lot of hardware, then I would know. Century 21 real estate, that helps, I guess. You know, you got the Century 21 out front of your house. People are gonna maybe be more likely to buy your house. I'm not sure. Papa John's, these food places, I totally understand. 7-Eleven, of course, is 7-Eleven. They also have their own food brand. And there's Subway. I remember when Subway was like number one at one point. They've had a fall off. Chick-fil-A, there's a new one. Marriott, a hotel chain. And I think it does help. What's that hotel right across the street from us? It's like a new one. They just fixed it up. Called 818, right? I wonder how many people go there based on that name, because I don't know. I don't think there's another 818. I mean, it would only be in the valley, right? That just makes sense. Maybe it's like another hotel / 818, or I'm not sure. And they fixed it up, right? They put those cool lights. I think the lights are cool. But before it was kind of a not so great hotel. I don't know if you guys remember what I'm talking about. Anyways, I think having the name for a hotel helps, right? I think that, you know, when I'm lucky enough to do some traveling, I'll look in Expedia, right, or whatever website source comes up first in my Google search, and then if I have a choice between like some no brand hotel and then like, you know, Holiday Inn, oh, okay, there's something that's reliable, I know. Serve Pro, Food, which is Mike's, Remax, and healthcare place. So out of the biggest corporations, you know, a lot of these are franchises. They're businesses that an individual can start, right? This is really key to understanding. Like McDonald's doesn't own every McDonald's. Most McDonald's are probably owned by people like me or you or regular old people who pay the big price and use the name to try and attract business. And this is what a franchise is.